Hi everyone, Carrie Brunslick here, and I wanted to make a quick video for you guys on recruiting in the ordering room. So this was a big request from a lot of the girls on my team, and so I wanted to just kind of cover a couple of the ways that I'm able to sign girls at the parties. Now it's not happening all the time. It definitely doesn't happen at every single party, but it definitely does occur more often than it used to when I first started in business. So it actually doesn't occur in the ordering room. Like that's not exactly where, I mean, that's where you're sealing the deal, but that's not where their gears start turning, okay? So it's actually when you start the party. So your I story is a huge deal when it comes to signing people at the party and signing on the spot. So if you don't know what an iStory is, there is a document on the Consultant Online office. So if you are a pure romance consultant, you have access to that. So go ahead and just search in the keyword bar story, and it should come up as a document, and it'll just walk you through exactly what you need. Basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell them a little bit about yourself. So a lot of these women that are at your parties aren't gonna know who you are. The hostess may have met you one time before at the previous party that she booked you from. And so you're definitely gonna want them to be a little bit more comfortable with you because you are talking to them about such an intimate topic. So I introduce myself. I'll tell you a little bit about myself so you don't think I'm the shady dildo lady from Manassas, Virginia that Susie Homemaker brought in. I am 28 years old. I've been in business for 3.5 years. I've got a 2-year-old daughter at home, a 21-year-old stepson, and I've been married for almost 5 years now. I actually went to Catholic school for 9 years, so I did not know that these parties existed when I went to my very first one. I was actually tricked into going to my first one. My girlfriend tricked me. She was like, hey girl, having a happy hour with some wine and some girlfriends, you should totally come over. And I was like, you had me at wine. So I went over and it was surprise penis party. It was awesome. So I learned a lot about my sexual health and my body. I learned a lot about communicating with my partner, who's now my husband, and I learned that the consultant made $400 in 3 hours. So I was like, holy crap, you kept your clothes on the whole time? Let me hear more about that. The problem was that the reason I was interested was that I was in credit card debt and it was going nowhere fast because I am admittedly lazy, guys. Like I will be the first one to be like, Carrie is super lazy, okay? So I was not trying to get a part-time job and give up my weekends for $10 an hour. I was much more comfortable living in credit card debt for the rest of my life versus getting a weekend part-time job. And then also another problem, I was terrified to talk in front of people. Obviously not the case now, but I was that shy girl once upon a time that was terrified to tell the girl in the grocery store that she had a really cool outfit on. Right? Exactly. I'm sure a lot of you guys relate to that. So fast forward a couple of years, my husband finally talked me into trying it. He was like, Carrie, what's the worst thing that could happen? You're not literally going to die in front of these people that you're talking to, right? So let's say that you buy a kit, you make your money off of your first party, you make your money back on this kit because it's just your girlfriends anyways, it's the people you're most comfortable with. And then if you decide that you suck at it or that you can't do it, we have a box full of fun stuff for us to try for ourselves. He said, but what if you're really good at this? Turns out I'm fabulous at this. So fast forward 3.5 years, I've earned 8 free trips, paid off our credit card debt more than once because old habits die hard, paid off a car 2 years early, bought a brand new car, built our dream home, moved into it in September. And not only that, but after 7 months in business, I was able to quit my full-time job. 2 days later, we found out we were pregnant, and now I get to be a work-from-home mommy with my 2-year-old daughter. So if you look at what I do tonight and you're like, holy crap, I could totally do that. I'm totally funnier than her. Talk to me in the ordering room because we can get you hooked up with some information. And what I love about this business is that you can work it as little or as much as you want. Maybe you just want to work one time a month because you need to get out of the house from your crazy family. Maybe you only need a little bit of spending cash because you have a bit of a shopping problem. Maybe you have a car note that you need to pay off. Maybe you have some credit card debt, student loan debt. My girlfriend actually paid off $70,000 in student loan debt in 2 years. She then went on to remodel her kitchen in cash. My other girlfriend bought new boobs. She had 4 babies in this business and she wanted a nice little uplift for herself because she was a 32 nipple. So again, whether you want to work it super part-time or you want to be like me and be a career hog, it's totally up to you. All right, so that is my iStory, and I say that at every single party. The words might change just a little bit, but the whole concept is the same. So you need to make sure that you're covering all your bases. I covered the stay-at-home moms. I covered the people who want to be stay-at-home moms. I covered the shy girls. I covered the girls who are not confident. I covered the girls who want new boobs, the girls who have student loans, the girls who have credit card debt, the girls who are single. I covered everything, okay? So that's where the storytelling comes in as well. So it's not just about you, it's also about the other people who have been super successful. And especially if you are brand new in business, you still need an I story. You need to start somewhere, and you can use other people's stories. So you can say, let's say you're on my team. You can say my upline has done this, or let's say you're my friend. My friend has been able to do this. And even if you're brand new, after your first party, you can say, hey, I took my profits from my first party and I was able to pay off my kit, or I was able to pay a credit card payment, an extra credit card payment, whatever. Okay, so what's changed, what you've gained, okay? Tell a story, and also there's no commitment. So I also say you're not getting married to me, okay? There's no commitment whatsoever. You can get your kit for yourself. Maybe you just want to be a power shopper. You just want a 30% discount all the time, and I can't give that to you 24/7. So go ahead and just join the team. You also get the perks of being invited to all of our fun girls' night out events. We like to go see movies together, go out to happy hour together, do fun team events. So you'll be invited to those as well. And there's no commitment. Let's say you get your kit, you do your party, you decide it's not for you, you go right back to being my client. You're not getting married to me. Okay, so that's a big difference, because a lot of people think that they're signing a contract and they're getting committed into doing a business that like maybe they're not good at, or maybe they're like locked in for a certain amount of time. You're not. Like, you can buy a kit just to buy a kit. It's totally up to you. So that's the basis of it. And then whenever someone comes into my ordering room and they're interested in it, I ask them, what's stopping you from starting right now? Most of the time it's gonna be like money, or I'm too afraid to do it, like blah, blah, blah. So I'll just break it down. I'll show them the kits, and I show them, most of the time I show them the standard kit, because it is 2018 right now. So just for reference in the future, if you're watching this, our kits right now, the best one is actually the standard, because we have the inventory advantage program. So that's the one that I recommend to everybody anyways, and it's the cheapest. So I always break it down to whatever the sale price is that day, and I say, okay, so this is what the sale price is. This is how much product is worth, and it's all on your wish list anyways. Now, if you look at these four toys, this is how much you would pay if you were to buy them straight from me tonight. Then you also get all of these other things for free as well, and they're already on your wish list. So this is the stuff that you're gonna be taking to your parties and showing your clients, and then they're gonna be buying full-size products from you. Okay, so I kind of backtrack with the whole money thing, and I explain to them that most likely within the first 1 to 2 parties, they'll be able to make that money back. And there's always different options. So whether it be a credit card, whether it be they can pay with 2 separate cards if you're taking the payment. Corporate doesn't do that on the website, but if you call them, they'll do that for you. And then also PayPal credit is a great option as well. So I like to have my clients also apply for PayPal credit if they feel like they don't have the extra money, but they need the money now. Because again, you don't want them waiting for the money to invest in themselves, because during that time, they could be making all this extra money and paying off that debt that they have hanging over their heads, okay? So that is my recruiting in the ordering room. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to shoot me a message or follow me on Facebook. Please don't friend me, because I do reserve that for my teammates and my clients. All right, ladies, talk to you soon.